Hey guys, it's Sensuki. In this video I'm going to be demonstrating how to calculate proc damage in Pillars of Eternity. This is a video request made by the Obsidian forum user Rashu. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got my PC equipped with a unique Warhammer. She has hit a lion for 25 crush damage. If I mouse over the entry here, you can see that it is actually crush plus shock damage. So I'm going to go into the inventory. Okay, so here I've got this is a weapon that I summoned for the game. It's a unique Warhammer called God's Anthoneur, which I believe you'll be able to find in the base game. It was one of the first unique items created for Pillars of Eternity. And as you can see, it has a shocking lash, plus 25% shock damage. Now, you might think that this does... How is this calculated? Like, how is the damage calculated? Is it 25% of the base damage? How does it work? It's a bit confusing because there's like some voodoo math that calculates how to add the addition of damage multipliers in Pillars of Eternity. Proc damage is not calculated the same way as they are. It is not added to the formula. It is separate from the formula, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so in this combat log entry here, you can see that my base damage is, I can't actually use the mouse, but after the full stop after hit, there's 23.7. That was the roll damage with the times the damage multipliers that I made. And I'm facing off against 4 DR. That's the lion's base damage reduction. And then that modifies my damage down to 19.7. And then I have the proc DR, the proc damage, which is plus 4.9. Now, how do you get 4.9? Okay, so what proc damage does is it takes the rolled damage, which is the the weapon base damage roll, and then the damage modifiers that modify that roll, which is 23.7, and it will be 25% of that base value, which gives us 5.925. And the reason it is 4.9 is because procs face off against the same amount of DR as the same amount of the proc. In this case, it's a plus 25% proc. So the proc DR will be 25% of the base damage or damage reduction of the line of that type. So in this case, the damage reduction of crush and shock is the same. It's 4 on both for the line. So the shock DR that the proc will be facing against is 1, because 1 is 25% of 4. So 5.925 is then reduced by the lion's shock DR down to 4.925, and that is displayed as 4.9 in the combat log because it rounds it to the nearest first decimal point place or whatever. So that's how we get the total of 25 damage here, which is also it's actually not quite right. I think 19.7, that's 23. So it's just under 25 damage. So I think the combat log should probably show at least 1 decimal place, or maybe even 2. But that's how proc damage is calculated in Pillars of Eternity. It's not part of the calculation of damage modifiers. It actually takes the rolled damage and then has a voodoo formula for that. Currently, it's not displayed at all in the game. If I go into the combat mechanics, I think there's something in here called secondary defenses, but it doesn't actually mention it here. So, because I don't think poisons do act as procs. So yeah. No, that's a secondary attack. So procs aren't a secondary attack; they are part of the base attack. So it's not actually covered by the game. So I'm going to submit a bug report about that and recommend that they explain the proc damage somewhere. Okay, so hopefully that was fairly easy to follow, and hopefully now you understand how proc damage works. And just in case you haven't noticed, I'm using a custom UI in this video. It is the latest version of Karkarov's submission for the IE mod for one of his bottom UIs. This is the layout. I requested this layout, and this is what Karkarov has submitted. He's updated the portrait backing with this nice artwork here, and he's got some dead or no party member backing art there to go with the portraits, and there'll also be probably another version or 2 coming as well in the release version of the IE mod. Thanks for watching, guys, and look forward to the next video.